segment is sponsored by the Utah Pork Producers.
If you need a wonderful recipe for the holidays, this is a good one. I've started off with some pork tenderloins, and they were all on sale at Smith. This is what I love about today's menu. Everything was on sale, actually, so it was even better. So I've got these in here. These are the pork tenderloins. They come two to a package, and I've just seasoned them with my favorite seasoning. They're going to go into a pan that has some olive oil in there. Heat it up, and I'm going to pan sear them for just, maybe 2-3 minutes on each side. And what that's going to do is actually give me a lot of coloring and flavoring on that pork tenderloin. Now, once those are pan seared, make sure it's an oven safe pan and that you have the oven set to about 350, 400 degrees. So once you get that done, once you get these seared into the oven, they're going to go for only about 10-15 more minutes. And so that's all it's going to take. You want to take them to 135 degrees internally, remove them, kind of cover them with aluminum foil, let them finish resting for about 10 minutes. The carryover temperature is going to hit 145, which is safe for pork tenderloin. Now, these here, I've already taken out of the oven. They are done. And so once you get them done, you're going to glaze them with the sauce, which is very simple. It's a cranberry sauce, has some balsamic vinegar, a little bit of honey in there, and some freshly chopped up rosemary and thyme. You can use dried spices in this if you want to as well, which is going to go on to there. I added mushrooms in just because I want to create a pan sauce to go with it. So once that's done, I'm going to bring it up to a simmer. These are all the drippings from the pork tenderloin that cooked. I'm going to create that into a nice little pan sauce. These are getting nice and toasty, as you can see, beautiful. And this is going to be so good with that tangy goodness of the cranberries in there. So once you get it done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glaze these here. They're going to go into the oven. I'm going to pour the rest of those mushrooms over it just for the pan sauce. 15 minutes or so in the oven, and we'll be ready to eat, guys.
I thought I was getting hungry with the In-N-Out burger story, but man, I'm really hungry now.
This is a lot better.
The following segment is sponsored by the Utah Pork Producers.
Like I said, if you need a great idea for the holidays, here's your recipe. So these are the pork tenderloins that we did earlier, and they've come out of the oven now. They're resting. And then what I did is take the pork tenderloins out of the pan and created a simple little pan gravy with it. Just reduce down those juices so that we have a wonderful flavor in there, as well as the mushrooms. I've also added in, like my demi-glace sauce that I did not too long ago, a little bit of soy sauce and some gelatin into there. Now, I don't give you the recipe for that, so that's just something I hope you have learned from now. As far as the vegetables here, I have used some delicious yams because pork goes so well with sweet things. Now, not only yams, but I have apples in here, bacon, and then I just roasted them in the oven. A little bit of seasoning on there, whatever type of vegetables that you want to go onto there. And so it's just really up to you, whatever types of sides. But remember that pork lends itself really, really well to delicious types of sweetness. And so what I'm going to do is just take some of our glaze here, the cranberry glaze that we made earlier, just kind of brush some onto there so that flavor is there. And the nice thing about this is not really overpowering. Richard, who's my camera guy in here, we were just talking about this. He's like, I like the fact that that is not very overpowering. And I'm like, I agree with you there. And so let's go ahead and just kind of spoon some of this over with the mushrooms. And pork, remember, is perfect right to 145 degrees. That's where you want the tenderloin, but you want to take it out of the oven when it's about 135 degrees. So the carryover carries it to safe food temperatures, and it is not overcooked and dry. This is going to be amazing. I can't wait for you all to try it. And as always, guys, remember, keep pork on your fork because what a great idea for the holidays. The recipe's on KUTV.com. You can also go to my website, cookingwithchefbryan.com, and grab this recipe.
Oh, yeah, that looks great.
We're excited to try it. Save some for us, please.
Yeah.